Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we are talking about here the issue that is called addressing non-technical losses. So as you are quite aware, this is a big problem in the world. Everyone is quite aware of the amount of frauds in credit cards, but if I ask you the amount money-wise, it's only $21 billion per year, and everyone is concerned about it. But frauds in electricity system only, we are talking about almost 100 billion. And only India, according to Northeast Group, an independent research group in the United States, we're talking about $23 billion annually in India. So that's our topic today, how we can address that and reduce these amounts. The smart meter rollout has a big play on that, but that's about our story, how we born. So Choice was launched 15 years ago, and this technology that I'll explain more for you is a specific software technology that can work on top of smart meter data or also in conventional meter data on both. And with this technology that evolved in the last 15 years, we help utilities all around the globe, 100 million consumers, to save around $1 billion. That's the role of analytics. That's the role of the technology, the artificial intelligence and machine learning could play today and could help India in this sense. So imagine that you can reduce a percentage of this 23 billion. This money could be reversed to CAPEX, to grids, to a lot of investments to improve the quality of the service and the life of the people, and electrification and in other proposals. So talking about our solutions, as I said, is a pure software technology based on machine learning applied on utilities big data. So what you need is access the corporate legacy systems, billing, CRM, GIS, SCADA, MDMS, so as more data, as better. And with this, we can apply in a historical perspective, and the software can detect the fraud patterns or any type of losses patterns, and automatically our algorithms can predict what is the probability of a customer represent a losses or a frauds, and more important than that, what is the value expected. With this information, we can take actions. We can send people to the fields, we can make the rates, and we can recover more money. And the most important of this, despite all the rocket science behind in terms of algorithms, we provide a very user-friendly interface to cover the process end to end. That's most important, because we can provide visualizations from boardroom to operational level in one single software. And the last point is interesting. Our 15 years of experience demonstrate that the frauds or electricity theft or water gas is not something that is static. It's completely dynamic. It's what I call a natural selection process. So imagine you as a utility, when you caught a type of fraud, what do you think will happen? Do you think the other side, the customer that is doing the fraud, they will stay the same? They caught me. That's a shame. No, they will evolve. They will create a new type of fraud. And that's what we have to face every day. That's our experience. And the frauds are becoming more and more sophisticated. Yesterday we had the dinner with the CEO of Tata Power, Delhi, and we're discussing exactly that. As we have this conference here, so a lot of fraudsters have conferences as well to share the knowledge. Oh, I discovered this new way to make a fraud, and no one can beat us. So that's the reality. It's an endless game, and you need to use the best of technology for that. And that's why we're using more and more algorithms in terms of the artificial intelligence, and the software also can capture all the knowledge of the experts of the utilities and in this combination, put all together to work. Just to give you an example, what I'm saying, that's some snapshots very quickly. So here, you can have different personas take analysis of this. So from the boardroom to operational level, you can follow the KPIs, you can follow the business process and know if something wrong or not. Yeah? I send X field inspections, I want to know how many were executed, if not, why. So how long it's take, what is the average energy I recovered per type of field inspection, per region, per type of customer, whatever. You can define your KPIs and follow this app. You can see heat maps like this. You can drill down and see, wow, that's the concentration of losses per region. You can see on the right side, you can see substation, feeders, up to low voltage transformers. So here we are looking at a geospatial perspective based on a network layer, but you can see more geographic layer only. And you can drill down up to the end customer and see a picture, a street view, and make the analysis one by one. Or go for a screen like this, that's the operational level where we pinpoint customer by customer. The color code is the probability of fraud, so the red is the highest probability. So you can draw a polygon on the map, and automatically you can select the customers that you can send a field inspection. And you can see the probabilities, the value expected, one by one or by group. So that's how you can use this new type of technology to improve the results and save a lot of money. Yeah? And talking about big data, imagine that you have millions of customers. Imagine that each customer has several transactions, years of consumption. Put all of this together. Could you imagine the amount of data we're talking about? And now insert the smart meters. So this is explosive. Without this cutting-edge technology, it would have been impossible to make any analysis on this topic. And let's talk about what it stands for today. So according to Northeast Group, that's a report, they produce a global report. We are considered a leading vendor in these fields, in pure play analytics for revenue protection. As I told you, we saved almost $1 billion for our customers together. And talking about some specific case, this is the one that is quite interesting because it's a multi-utilities. So we have together electricity, gas, and water in different countries in Latin America. And just in the first year, let's skip the quotation. So first year operation, we increased the return in $80 million, pure EBITDA. Yeah? It's additional revenue, yeah? With no cost because we're using the same resource. So in the first year, just to give you an example of the impact. But it's not like this, we can have much more. Yeah? So I think all you know the city of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, where we have the Summer Olympic Games in 2016. So they face a big problem in terms of non-technical losses. They were around 14% of non-technical losses at the moment we started there. And after a couple of years, we increased $40 million their EBITDA. It was a direct impact on the bottom line, increased 11% their EBITDA in that year. And we were described our solution, our company, in the Investors Relations report because they are traded in the stock exchange. And so just to give you an example of how powerful could be this type of solution money-wise. So, and last, yeah, I think some of you have heard, but yesterday we announced the partnership for Indian markets with SAP and Tata Power. So Tata Power Delhi will work as our system integrator, providing the knowledge, the local knowledge here in the country, and they use revenue intelligence technology that is based on top of SAP HANA and also run on SAP Cloud Platform. So that's why we have these three components partnership to working together to help Indian utility market to reduce the losses. We are really committed to this. and we believe we can do this. In short term, bring very interesting results for the country. Thank you very much.